Matthew 16:23 has an interesting example of the use of the article. I'm thinking of the ta right here. And it's also a verse that explodes the myth of word-for-word translations. If you just go through it, it's but the, meaning but he, Jesus, turning. He says to Peter, "Get behind me, Satan. You are a scandalon to me. You're a hindrance to me. Because," and phroneo is a hard word. It just doesn't mean to think something. It means to set your mind to something, to be focused on, something like that. You are not, and that's why the ESV says setting your mind. But because you are not thinking, you're not dwelling on, you're not setting your mind on ta to theou. And it's paralleled with but ta ton anthropon. So the of God and the of man. So again, if somebody says, "Oh, I want a word-for-word translation," you're going to get nonsense right here, right? You're not thinking the of God, but the of man. Now, because the article is neuter plural, we think of it as some kind of substantizer. It turns it into a substantive. People are different on this point, by the way, whether it's the things of God or whether the ta is turning to theou in some kind of noun phrase. It probably doesn't matter in the long run. But you don't have your mind set on the of God, but the of men. So the ESV, I still remember this part of the discussion, the things of God and the things of men. The CSB, because this isn't overly English, right? Now thinking about God's concerns. See, you got to do something with this ta, don't you? You can't just say the of God. Well, the CSB says we're talking about human concerns. Same thing you have in the NIV. But in the NLT, you see things merely from a human point of view, not from God's. I don't especially like that. It's too restrictive, I think. There's nothing in the Greek that would limit Jesus' concerns to just seeing things from a certain point of view. But again, it's all contextual, because when you start talking about concerns, then that's something that's broader, that is, you don't have God's heart in all this, that kind of thing. But you've got to do something with the ta. You have to supply a word, and you can see how translations do it differently.